Hey everyone, today I'm going to go over how to set up your solo trap to take a rally. If you've probably seen some of my previous videos that I've taken some rallies lately, and I just kind of want to show you how I set that up. So the first thing you want to do is, if you do have a tier 2 frontline, if you have a tier 1 frontline, don't even bother trying to take a rally. If you do have a tier 2 frontline or tier 3 frontline, basically what you want to do is first is unselect your leader, hide all your grunts if you actually have any grunts, and make sure the only thing you have left are your gladiators and your royal cav, or not your royal cav, your royal guards. So go ahead, put those grunts away. Next thing you're going to do is basically go to your wall, just make sure that your wall heroes are correct. So you have your leader in your wall, you have all your gold or whatever heroes that you want in your wall to take the hit. The only other thing you could do is get a second infantry hero instead of Demon Slayer. Let's say you're free to play trap, you put the, what's his name? I forget his name now. I don't use him because I don't have him. Oathkeeper, yeah. So he's another infantry hero you can have in your wall if you want to have your front line a little stronger. So since I'm going to be going frontline infantry, the second thing you want to make sure is that they're not sending a full cav rally at you, because that will totally decimate your front line. Sure, you'll be able to take them out quickly, but you'll have a lot of losses and have a better chance of them getting through your front line into your back line, which is tier 1, and then you take all your losses. The second thing you want to make sure is that you have reinforcements, because the reinforcements will be one of the most important things that are going to happen. So how I do it is, since I only have 600,000 infirmary space, I can only take 600,000 losses before I start getting reds. And I'll kind of show you some battle parts actually. So if you look at here, I took a rally without any reinforcements. So this is kind of what's going to happen. You're going to have about 800,000 losses. This was a 1.35 million attack. He actually had full gold gear, so he was very strong. So they sent, what is that, around 800,000 tier 4 and about another 500,000 or 550,000 tier 3. So you're going to basically take some losses then, because let's say he has 500 or 600,000 or 500 600% attack. He's going to be decimating your front line, and you're going to take about, let's say, here I took 814,000 losses. If I had reinforcements, I could take 0 actual dead on that. I can have up to 600,000 wounded, and the rest would be basically your reinforcements getting wounded. I think I have a good one around here somewhere. Let's see. No, that was I destroyed that one. Where was the full rally I took? Is this one? Yeah, so looking at this full rally, you can see how I have 650,000 wounded. That's because I had reinforcements and I'd got rid of my front line. So basically how you would do that. Whoops. Actually, the best way to do that is find a tile. Because if you ever need the shield, you can shield if you're sending units to a tile. Let's say I wanted to get rid of 200,000 of these units, and let's say I wanted to only keep 650,000. Or basically, since I have royal guards, I'd probably only want about 500,000-ish gladiators left. If you have tier 3 reinforcements, you can keep a little more, because their tier 3 will also get wounded as the same as your tier 3, so you effectively increase the amount that you can actually lose in the battle. That is the same unit as yours. Or if someone sends you tier 2, then you can effectively keep a little more tier 2, because, well, unless you think they're going to get through all your tier 2 and then into your back line. So the second thing is, make sure you have enough front line that is, the rally's not going to get through. So don't be taking a full tier 4 rally against some like billion might guy and expect to walk away from that. If you have, like, let's say a million tier 4 infantry reinforcements, you can take a really big hit from that. Yeah, so actually I can show you. I'm going to just send it to the, what's it called, closer one. So if I send here, I send my gladiators around here. And then let's say I need to get rid of another 100,000. I'll just send them here. So now I effectively just have just over 600,000 units. If I was to take a rally and had some tier 3, I probably would lose nothing in my front line. And it really depends how big the rally is. You come look at some of these other reports I have. Where does it start? So, what was a good one? So let's say this one. This one, I didn't even bother getting rid of my my front line because I saw he's sending under 1 million. Actually, I could have zeroed that one pretty easily. So you don't actually need to get rid of it. Getting reinforcements always helps because you do more damage, but on this one, you don't really need to get rid of your front line. And if we take a look at this one I needed reinforcements basically because I was taking more than the 600,000 I did, so I need the reinforcements for that. If you see a big guy rallying you, you want to get the reinforcements and get rid of your front line, and then you can take that hit. And yeah, so always start small. So this was one of the first rallies I took. As you can see, it was only 600,000. I had no reinforcements, but I knew I could zero it, so that's kind of where you first start. And then you start moving up. Actually, the second rally I took was... But actually, that wasn't the first rally I took. The first rally I took was like way back in the day. I don't even know if I have the report anymore. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I saved the report, but I have a video on it, so you can see that one. I didn't send away my front line, and I didn't have enough reinforcements. So you kind of start at that. So you start small and work your way up, because if you start big, it's gonna hurt. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, yeah. So I'm going to recall these before someone attacks them, because I'm right by one of my enemy's bases here. So, all right, yeah. So back to this point. The whole point of this is you can actually shield while this is going on. So I have my march out there. If I wanted to just throw in let's say a 4-hour shield, I can do that. You can also random away or whatever if you want to take the attack faster. But if you were to send out a camp, you would not be able to random because... Or can you random, actually? I never actually tested it. Let's try. Send one troop. If I was to try and random away with this camp, I could do that, right? Oh, actually you can. Oh, that's interesting. I thought I was totally wrong about that one. Hopefully I'm not too far away from my from these now. Oh, okay, good. I didn't random that far away. Good. That's a good sign. Okay, so yeah. So back to my point. So that's kind of how you take a rally. I'll also show you my setup and all that too, just so you know what I'm running, and you saw those things. So this is my gear. It's all free to play. I actually have some level 60 stuff I can make now since I hit level 60, but I got really lucky and got 2 purple bee venoms, so I can actually replace my armor because it sucks. And also I have, I think, enough to build a green level 60 helm as well. But I'll show you the actual stats on my gear. So that's my stats. So I've got 80% range, 70% infantry, and about 60% cav. And a little bit of army HP and stuff. So then you're looking at my... Oops. Oh, I'm not in my talents right now. Let me switch those. Okay, now that I'm actually in my talents. So that's basically what I'm running. I'm about 250 cav, 260 infantry, and 276 range. And then I got about 290 army HP. So if you want to know what you can take, look at my stats and kind of see from there. If your army HP is not good, you want to have more reinforcements. It's just kind of basic. You'll take more losses if it's not. If you don't have as many infirmaries, make sure you don't ever have tier 1 in your front line, because you won't be able to take a rally because you're just going to take too many losses then. If you have a tier 3 front line, you can take a much bigger hit without reinforcements, because tier 3 are about, what it was called, 30% better than tier 2, or or 50% better in 2 tier, so they have about 50% more HP. And yeah, I think that's basically the end of this video. If you have any comments, please comment below. I'll answer any questions you have about that. If there's any questions about my build or whatever you want, it's basically all free to play. I'm still working towards a prison because it's, what am I at? I don't know. Whatever. I want to get that prison because that'll give me 30% more army attack when I have a leader, which usually if I'm getting rallied, I'll have a leader. So hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.